Hey guys, it's Larry Greenberg, and inside this box lies what I think is the most expensive iPhone 4 case I've ever reviewed. This is the Atomic Industries Diamondback Case, and it sells for $200. It comes in 3 different finishes. It comes in a satin gunmetal, satin black, and satin silver, the latter of which is the one that I have inside. So let's open this up, and I'll show you what it's all about. It comes in kind of this sturdy presentation box. You open it to reveal the case itself. Let me get that out of the way. This is a 2-piece case. One half is made from aluminum, the other is made from a composite material. I'll get into all that good stuff in a second. Underneath here, some extra stuff that you need. You have an instruction manual for installing the case onto your phone. Comes with a sturdy screwdriver for installing the screws, a sleep awake button which you have to put into the case, and then the screws. Now there are 6 screws here in total, 4 of which you need to actually install onto the case itself, and then 2 which are extra in case you lose them. So it's nice that they give you extra screws, just in case you should lose one, or over tighten one or something like that. Now the instructions again do say to gently turn the screws, and I've talked about this on every case of this type. Do not over tighten. The last thing you want to do is strip the screws and have this case stuck on your phone forever, especially one that's $200, or you don't want to have to keep getting new screws. So it's a pretty simple install. The nice thing about the screws is they're quite large, so they're easy to put in, and there's only 4 of them, which is good as well. So again, this is a 2-piece case. The back piece is made of aluminum. You can see it's carved into like a diamond pattern. If I hold it up to the camera, really, really cool design, especially like when light hits it. It's kind of like grooved out too. It's just a really kind of unique look. You can see the camera cutout is also in the shape of a diamond. And then the front piece, which is this piece, the white piece, is made up of a polymer material, which is good because this is the portion of the case that comes in contact with the iPhone 4's antenna band. So there really aren't any reception issues with this, or aren't any that are too bad. I'll talk about that in a second. So let's quick install this. First thing you want to do is just lay your phone into the back plate like so. Make sure it's all lined up. Then you take the sleep awake button and kind of just stick it into the little groove that's right there like so. And then you simply take the top piece, make sure it's all lined up, and lay it down flat like so. And you can see before I screw the screws in that now the diamond sleep awake button is all installed there. So then simply turn this over, making sure just everything stays together, and screw in the 4 screws. Now again, since there's only 4, since they're pretty big, it's pretty easy to install this case. Some of the other cases I've seen, they use small, tiny screws. They use several more. They use like 6 or 8, and that makes this hard to do. It takes longer. This is pretty easy to install. They're not in any kind of tight grooves or crevices either. They're on the back. They're easy to get to. The only thing, again, that you have to be careful of is that you don't over tighten them, and you take your time, and you make sure you don't strip them out. Again, an expensive case like this, you don't want to ruin it, and you don't want it stuck on your phone. You want to be able to take it on and off when you so choose. So just don't over tighten them, be careful, and you'll be fine. Let me get the last one in, and we will be good to go. It's nice that they give you this pretty big screwdriver as well, as opposed to like a cheap flimsy one. That makes this process that much easier. I'm going to just make sure this screw is in properly. Looked like it was a little off. There, that's better. Okay, and there we go. So let's take a look at the front first. There's virtually no lay on the table design with this case. The edge comes right up to the glass. But again, that means you can use it with any screen protector. It's not going to affect it. It's not going to bubble. The white looks pretty sharp. I like the look of that in contrast with the aluminum, as you can see, especially on my white iPhone 4. As far as all the cutouts go, there's a really deep cutout on the bottom for access to the 30-pin dock connector, the speaker, and the mic. No way to dock this with any dock accessory item. You'll have to use a cable. On the side here, there is one cutout for the vibrate switch and the volume buttons, and that allows this to work with both versions of the iPhone, that is the CDMA and the GSM. On the top, there's one large cutout for the secondary mic and the headset jack, and then again, the sleep awake button that you install yourself. On the back, there is the camera cutout once again with the LED flash, fully exposed. It's quite large, so there's no issues with bouncing back. You can see the full look there. The Atomic logo is subtly placed, kind of embossed in the upper right-hand corner. This case carries some significant weight to it. It's real heavy. As far as reception issues go, I know that's always a big concern with this style case. I did notice maybe 1 bar decreasing when I put this on my phone, but that's about it. Didn't really have any significant issues as far as internet or GPS goes either. Just 1 bar here or there decreasing with signal. So if you live in an area where you're constantly getting full bars, full strength, I don't think using this case will present any issues for you. If you're in an area where you only get 1, it may be a problem. But for me, I generally have good signal strength wherever I go, and dropping 1 bar isn't going to be that big of a deal. There are a few things I don't like about this case, one of which is the sleep awake button. It rattles pretty badly. If I put it up to the mic, which I'll take it off camera, you can hear that. That's the sleep awake button rattling back and forth. It's just not a tight fit. I did solve this by putting a little piece of foam underneath it, and that tightens everything up and makes it, so it doesn't rattle at all. So not really a problem per se, because it's easily fixed, but when you're spending $200 on a case, I don't know that that's something you should have to deal with. The other thing I think I don't like is it's a little bit loose on the side right here. If I show you that where it flexes a little bit, you can see that. Maybe if it had 1 more screw here and maybe 1 on the other side just to match it up, it would tighten this down a little bit more. That's not really a big concern for me, just something to take note of. The bigger concern for me is the sleep awake button rattling like that. But all in all, this case is absolutely gorgeous. It's a work of art. There's no denying it. I mean, look at this thing, guys. It is absolutely sexy as all hell. For a iPhone case that combines not only the aluminum material but this polymer material as well, and just matches up overall with the look and design of the iPhone 4. This one does it, guys. If you're looking for something that is going to be an eye catcher, is going to have people's heads turning because they just think it's so stunning, this is a case you're going to want to check out. If you're an aluminum case junkie, and I know there's a lot of you out there, this is one that you probably want to add to your collection just because it's one of the nicest ones out there. It's also one of the only full body aluminum cases that I've seen. Most of the aluminum cases that we've reviewed are bumper style. This one is a full body, so it's just a little bit different than the bumper ones we've seen. So that is the Atomic Industries Diamondback Case. Again, it's on sale now in 3 different finishes for $200. If you have any questions about this case or anything else, you can always drop me a line. Otherwise, you have a great day.